to be a top 10 team in Illinois in the Parliamentary Procedure Leadership Development event. Do you guys have any questions before we get started? All right, you have 1 minute. One minute is up, you may begin.
And now call this meeting of the Cissna Park FFA to order. Is there any new business? Delegate 2.
I move that the Cissna Park FFA chapter sponsors an SAE grant program to help first-year members start an SAE project beginning in the 2025 to 2026 school year.
It's been moved that the Cissna Park FFA chapter sponsors an SAE grant program to help first-year members start an SAE project beginning in the 2025-2026 school year. Is there a second? Second by 5. Discussion. Delegate 2.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In the FFA, in the larger FFA organization, but also specifically in the Cissna Park FFA chapter, one of the things we love to do is SAEs. It's part of career success. It's learning how to do record keeping. It's learning how to work hard, earn money, or serve the community, or whatever else it is that you do for an SAE. And at Cissna Park specifically, we have a strong tradition of having really good books and doing well in the proficiencies and people getting degrees. And so I think that one of the ways we can improve this and just make this tradition even better is to have a program that helps the green hands, the freshmen, the younger members that don't know this as much, to give them opportunities to do something like this, and therefore improve this tradition. So I think that we need to pass a motion like this. Thank you.
Thank you. Delegate 5.
I think this is a terrible idea. We do not have the money to back these grants, and it would be a lot of extra work to potentially find a government program to give us the money to provide these grants. Besides, I don't think putting our money into first-year members would be worth it, as a lot of the times they actually don't go on to their second year. I think it's about 50% that they go on. So I think it would be a much better use of our money and time to put this grant money, if we even do this, towards second-year members.
Thank you. Delegate 3.
Question of personal privilege.
State your question.
Can I take my jacket off?
No, ma'am. Delegate 3.
I do like the idea that we want to support our FFA members, but I think this isn't the best way to do it. I feel like Cissna Park specifically is such a strong agricultural community, but specifically generationally. And one thing we have learned from those above us is that our grandparents and great-parents have to do their farm with what they have. They have to work hard. They have to learn how to do this without help from others, even when it's a lot and when it's hard. So I feel like even though we do want to be supporting our green hands, I don't think it is the best way to do it with money. I think they need to learn how to start this SAE project by themselves, be independent just as their grandparents were.
Thank you. Delegate 1.
Delegate 3, I could not have said it any better. Yes, we have been doing this for years, and everybody has been able to do it without this grant program. I think we want to support our first-year members of the FFA, but this grant program is probably not the best way to do it. I don't think we have the funds at the current time or the resources at the current time to be able to pull this off. I think there are other ways in which we can support our younger members of the FFA by not just giving them money to help start their project.
Thank you. Delegate 4.
I agree with Delegate 2 here. I think this is a great idea. Sponsoring an SAE grant program would just be a great way to just motivate, green hands to start their SAE and just keep on going with it. They can get money and they can just start off in a good place, and not start off iffy. They'll have the money and funds to do what they want in their SAE.
Thank you. Delegate 5.
I move to postpone this motion indefinitely.
It has been moved to postpone this motion indefinitely. Is there a second? Seconded by 3. Discussion. Delegate 5.
As I said before, I don't think we have the money to back these grants, and I just don't think it would be worth it. So I think we need to kill this motion and move on to more important subjects that actually have a chance of passing. I like what delegates 1 and 3 said about how people in the past, they didn't need a grant program to do this, so I think not even considering it would be in our best interests.
Thank you. Delegate 3.
I think this is a great idea to postpone this motion indefinitely. This isn't the best motion we have ever had. Also, even if we did decide to do it, it's the end of the school year. Our green hands won't even be coming in for a really long time. This is just not a great idea we have right now. I'm not time to bring it up, so I definitely think we need to postpone this indefinitely.
Thank you. Delegate 1.
Yeah, we've got lots of other important things to be discussing when it comes to our finances and what we're going to do in the future upcoming year for this FFA chapter. Right now is not the best time to be discussing whether we should start up this funding for our first year members. I think we've been doing it for years, like I said. They'll be fine with that. Let's kill this motion and get on to better things.
Thank you. Delegate 4.
Question, person privilege.
State your question.
May I take my jacket off?
No, we're not. Delegate 4.
Yeah, I definitely think we shouldn't kill this motion. As I said, I think sponsoring an SAE grant program would be a great idea to just let Green Hand members start their SAE off in a good space, you know? And I don't think we're that far off. We're only like 4 months until the 2025-2026 school year. So I definitely think we should just keep this going and try to pass it.
Thank you. Delegate 2.
I'm starting to think that fellow delegates number 5 don't actually understand wanting to build success for the future of the Cissna Park FFA chapter. We cannot be killing a motion like this that is going to cement the younger members as very potential award winners, proficiencies, and do really well and push them off into the career success this way. So we do not need to be killing a motion like this.
Thank you. Discussion. We'll now proceed to vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails.
Division.
All in favor, please rise. All opposed, same sign. Motion fails 3-2. Delegate 5.
I move to amend this motion by striking first and inserting second.
It has been moved to amend this motion by striking first and inserting second. Is there a second? Seconded by 3. Discussion. Delegate 5.
As I said before, that 50% of first-year members don't actually make it to their second year, so I don't think providing grants to the first-year students would be the best use of our money. I feel like putting it towards second-year students who have a 90% chance of going on to their third year would be a much better use of our money. And so I don't think doing this, I think doing this would be a lot better idea than first years.
Thank you. Delegate 3.
I strongly disagree with this amendment. I do not think it would be any better to give a grant to the second year SAE. I am a Green Hand this year, and I know many of my fellow classmates have amazing SAE projects already. I don't think they need a grant to continue it. They've been working on these projects for a while. They know what they're doing. They don't need a grant, and I just don't think this is a great place to spend our money.
Thank you. Delegate 1.
Question of personal privilege.
State your question.
May I take off my shoes?
No, we're not. Delegate 1.
I move to appeal the decision of the chair.
It has been moved to appeal the decision of the chair. Is there a second? Seconded by 5. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails.
Division.
All in favor, please rise. All opposed, same sign. Motion fails 3-2. Delegate 1.
Yeah, so I actually think we don't need to be doing this whole grant thing at all, okay? Our first year members have done great in the past with these SOE projects. Our second members have done great in the past with these SAE projects. We do not need to be giving people money all of a sudden, okay? We have lots of other expenses that we have to cover for, food, transportation, all this stuff. And I don't think we have the funds right now to be able to cover grants for anybody, okay? We've done fine in the past. We don't need to have grants. Thank you.
Thank you. Delegate 4.
I move that we limit debate to 2 minutes.
It is moved to limit debate to 2 minutes. Is there a second? Seconded by 5. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails.
Division.
All in favor, please rise. All opposed, same sign. Motion fails 3-2. Delegate 4.
Yeah, I definitely think this is a bad idea for the amendment. Second year students already have their project going and they're probably making some money off of it to help fund it even more. So I think we should just keep it at first year, and if we do that, then the Green Hands can just, help their projects be funded when they have no money.
Thank you. Delegate
I
1.
move that we suspend the rules to allow the chair to discuss.
It is moved to suspend the rules to allow the chair to discuss. Is there a second? Seconded by 5. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails.
Division.
All in favor, please rise. All opposed, same sign. Motion Motion fails, 32. Vote 2.
We do not need to make an amendment like this. The FFA is a strong grassroots organization. Members need to learn about the joys and experiences of the FFA starting at day one, the first year. We do not need to strike this and add a second year when people are already leaving the FFA.
Thank you. Delegate 1.
I call for previous question.
Previous question has been called. Is there a second? Second by 5. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails.
Division.
All in favor, please rise. All opposed, same sign. Motion fails, 3 to 2. Delegate 2.
I move to refer this motion to committee of 5.
It's been moved to refer this motion to committee at 5. Is there a second? Second by 5. Discussion. Delegate 1.
We got to talk about the finances here. Is this something that we can pull off? How is this specifically going to look if we do, a grant program for first-year members? So I think we need to send this to committee and let them make a better decision on this.
Thank you. Delegate 5.
I agree fully with Delegate 2. Committee would make much better decisions in regards to where we get the money and the finances and all the other logistics that would come with a motion like this. I think it'd be better for us to focus on other things and let a committee figure this out.
Thank you. Delegate 3.
I actually do strongly agree with my fellow delegates who spoke before me. I think this would be a great idea. Grants, I mean, there's a lot to them. You have to figure out the finances, how much we would need, how much we're willing to give. There's a lot of stuff, and we also have a lot of important things we need to be working on right now, so I think this would be a good idea to refer this to the committee.
Thank you. Delegate
No,
1.
we don't need to refer this to a committee. We're already wasting our time. Guess what the committee's going to find? We don't have the funds for this, okay? We don't need to waste other people's time trying to figure this out. Let's just kill this motion and get on to better things.
Thank you. Delegate 4.
I fully agree with this motion. We're already arguing right now, so if we send it off to a committee, maybe it can be passed faster.
Thank you. Delegate 4.
I move that we amend this motion by striking 5 and inserting 3.
It's been moved to amend this motion by striking 5 and inserting 3. Is there a second? Second by 5. Discussion. Delegate 4.
Yeah, as I see now, us 5 are arguing, and if we refer to a committee of 5, it's basically the same thing. So maybe if we shrink the sample size, then the decision could be made faster.
Thank you. Delegate 2.
We do not need to shrink the committee. We need more people looking at something like this.
Thank you. Delegate 2.
I move to take a 5-minute recess.
It's been moved to take a 5-minute recess. Is there a second? Second by 5. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Delegate 3.
I move to amend the amendment by giving the committee full power act.
It's been moved to amend the amendment by giving the committee full power to act. Is there a second? Second by 5. Discussion.
This
Delegate
would
3.
be a great idea because we want the committee to have the power to come to a decision and act on it.
Thank you. Delegate 5.
I move to postpone this motion definitely until our next regular meeting.
It's been moved to postpone this motion definitely until the next regular meeting. Is there a second? Second by 3. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion passes. Delegate 3.
I move to adjourn this meeting.
It's been moved to adjourn this meeting. Is there a second? Second by 5. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Same sign. Motion passes. Meeting adjourned.
All right, let's get started with some oral questions. Delegate number 1, you had an appeal.
Mhm.
Name 2 unamendable privileged motions that an appeal yields to.
Parliamentary inquiry and question of personal privilege.
Second question. If the chair's response to a parliamentary inquiry was that a motion was currently not in order, what 3 steps would be necessary to obtain a vote of the assembly on the chair's response?
Could you repeat the question?
If the chair's response to a parliamentary inquiry was that a motion was currently not in order, what 3 steps would be necessary to obtain a vote of the assembly on the chair's response?
Get the vote in order, vote on it and pass it.
Thank you. Number 2, you had suspend the rules. Describe the standard descriptive characteristics for the motion to suspend the rules that relate to seconding, the vote required for adoption, and if it can be made when another member has the floor.
It does need a second. A 2/3 vote is required for passing. And what did you say the third one was?
Describe the standard descriptive characteristics for the motion to suspend the rules that relate to seconding, the vote required for adoption, and if it can be made when another member has the floor.
Yeah, so it needs a second. 2/3 vote is required, and it cannot be made while another member has the floor.
Second question, Robert's Rules of Order newly revised lists 5 types of rules that cannot be suspended by any vote. Name 3 of these rules.
The bylaws, a standing rule and a special rule.
Okay. Number 3, you had adjourn. The privileged motion to adjourn is made in an unqualified form. What does that mean?
When the motion to adjourn is made in an unqualified form, that means it is made when there is no business pending at the time.
Your second question, name 3 parliamentary steps that are in order while the privileged motion to adjourn is pending.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Name 3 parliamentary steps that are in order while the privileged motion to adjourn is pending.
I don't know.
Number 4, you had limit debate. Name 3 ways that the motion to limit or extend limits of debate can limit debate.
Well, you can change the time. You can. Okay, you can change the time of people discussing. You can change overall time, and you can change the number of people discussing.
Second question. An order limiting debate to 1 debate per person on a main motion is in place. Can a member move to extend the limits of debate to 2 debates per person? Explain your answer.
Yes, using an amendment.
Delegate number 5, you have postponed definitely. What are the 2 types of orders of the day?
Can you repeat the question?
What are the 2 types of the orders of the day?
Timed and by business.
Name 2 ways the subsidiary motion to postpone to a certain time may be amended.
You can amend when it be postponed to, and the date to which it would be postponed, so the next meeting or something like that.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, after a debatable motion is made and seconded, what 3 statements may the chair make after restating the motion to invite debate?
Debate.
Your second question is a 2-part question. How does the presiding officer speak of himself or herself?
The chair.
When should the presiding officer refer to members by their name?
Shouldn't.
Alrighty, thank you guys very much. Good job. Go ahead and leave your motion cards and your number cards in here. You're free to go.